Introduction. Have you ever felt like your world was ending after a breakup? You're not alone. Heartbreak isn't just an emotional experience, it's a complex interplay of biology and psychology. As the ultimate team, we've delved into the science behind heartbreak to bring you a comprehensive guide to understanding and healing your pain. In this book, you'll discover why heartbreak feels so unbearable, how it affects your brain and body, and most importantly, how to navigate your way back to wholeness. Get ready to transform your understanding of heartbreak and find the path to recovery. Chapter 1: The Science of Heartbreak. The first time I felt my heart shatter, I was convinced I'd never recover. It wasn't just emotional pain, it was a physical ache that seemed to radiate from my chest to every extremity. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, and felt like I was drowning in a sea of my own tears. Little did I know then that what I was experiencing wasn't just poetic hyperbole, it was a very real, scientifically documented phenomenon: the body's betrayal. Imagine for a moment that your brain can't tell the difference between a broken arm and a broken heart. Sounds absurd, right? But here's the kicker: it's true. When I delved into the research, I discovered that the same areas of the brain light up whether you're nursing a physical wound or nursing a broken heart. It's as if your body is playing a cruel joke on you, treating the loss of love as if you've been physically injured. But it gets even more interesting. Remember that rush you felt when you first fell in love? That was your brain on drugs, well, sort of. Your brain was flooding your system with dopamine, the same chemical released when you eat chocolate or win at gambling. When a relationship ends, that supply is suddenly cut off. It's like going cold turkey from the most addictive substance on earth: love. Hormones gone wild. As if the brain wasn't doing enough damage, your hormones decide to join the party. Cortisol, the stress hormone, goes through the roof. This is why you might find yourself unable to eat or sleeping at odd hours. Your body is essentially in fight or flight mode, reacting as if you're in physical danger. And oxytocin, often called the cuddle hormone, its levels plummet when physical intimacy is suddenly withdrawn. This chemical drop can leave you feeling touch-starved and desperately lonely, even when surrounded by friends and family. The identity crisis. Here's where it gets really personal. When you're in a relationship, especially a long-term one, your partner becomes part of your identity. You're no longer just me, you are us. When that relationship ends, it's not just losing another person, it's losing a part of yourself. I remember staring in the mirror after my big breakup, genuinely not recognizing the person looking back at me. Who was I without them? It felt like I had to relearn myself, piece by broken piece. The primal pain. But why does it hurt so damn much? The answer lies in our prehistoric brains. Humans are hardwired for connection. It's how we survived as a species. Being part of a group meant protection, food, and the ability to pass on our genes. When we experience rejection or loss, our primitive brain interprets it as a threat to our very existence. This is where attachment theory comes into play. The way we bonded or didn't with our caregivers as infants shapes how we form relationships as adults. If you have an anxious attachment style, for instance, a breakup might feel like your worst fears coming true, amplifying the pain to an almost unbearable degree. The light at the end of the tunnel. Understanding the science behind heartbreak doesn't make the pain magically disappear, but it does something equally powerful. It validates your experience. It tells you that you're not weak, you're not overreacting, and you're certainly not alone. Heartbreak is a universal human experience, as old as love itself. It's a testament to our capacity to feel deeply, to connect profoundly. And while it may feel like the end of the world, remember this: your brain and body are remarkably resilient. Just as they adapted to love, they will adapt to its loss. So the next time you feel that ache in your chest, remember, it's not just your heart that's hurting. It's your brain, your hormones, your very sense of self. But like any wound, with time and care, it will heal. And you might just find that you're stronger for having weathered the storm.